joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Young lady, where's that? We go side. Where's that? Go side. Red 80. Side. We go side. Red 80. Right side. We go side. The lady. Right side. We go side. The lady. It's time.
Testing, testing. Welcome to the show here. I go. End of things. There we go. Plugged in.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Survive the holidays. And we got to come after the Bills here now. Oh.
Here we go.
This game's gotten a little harder over the last few weeks. I don't know if it's a patch or something like that, blah, blah, blah. But I mean,
they'll run on first down. Grayson, he'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Grayson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
And they'll try the air down with Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
not gonna lie,
Ed Oliver,
that was the first fucking down.
8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now it's Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Come on out here, come get some.
On first down, it's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Darnold to throw again. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
50's the mine. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Again, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Check.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shit.
Hey, seam 6.
On first down, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jesus.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
34, eyes on 30.
To throw is Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Shoot. Yo, lady. Red 80. Mike's 50, Mike's 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Complete to number 34. A gain of 5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. We're scoreless after 1.
Chandler Catanzaro on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide caught by Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To the air, Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
That's 319. Stop. Mike, 53. Got you. I got you, son. Hey, wahoo. 53. Mike. Hey, watch the slip. That's 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, the open man is Westbrook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. 20, 10. And he takes it to the house.
Yeah,
it's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Suck it, Rob. Welcome to the fucking show, bitch. It's fucking
They
beautiful.
bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the
Keep it
defense
up
there, right?
everywhere.
Yeah, do I ever?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is going to be pulled
You gotta be kidding me, dude.
one-handed. Wow. A
This
big
game
play
fucking
here
sucks.
for Buffalo. 54 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Now Allen again. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but it'll be second and goal.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. From the gun, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Darnold from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pick
And he will be knocked
That's a
down
terrible
hard,
read.
but he
That's
will
literally
have
right
the
to where the
first
zone
down.
is.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. first down is Allen. He completes it to Westbrook. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They're running it. 53 to Mike. Hey, box truck, box truck. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Regular. Motion. Monday. Hey, high 7.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Jets' 35-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57. Mike, 50. Watch the curl. Go. Mike, 57. Watch the blood. Motion,
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, the ball. 56, 56. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
On third and long, it's Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Great block.
I don't getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Come on, move it. Get in there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Danny. Hey, Charlie. 57's the Mike. Rock 57.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And able to find John Brown. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
53's the 319. 53. Focus, D. defense focus.
Allen now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. The end result, 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Allen's throw
This is a total fucking ridiculous clusterfuck. Let this guy go for this catch. What in the fuck is this? Look at my lineman there. This is embarrassing.
As his guys are back within a single
Just
score.
blown everything.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
With the score, Jets 17, Bills 13.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grayson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. Darnold on first down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 50. Hey, let's get this. 50's the Mike. Zoom. 3 bucks.
And the blitz does come. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
That's going to be a long day.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st down, Grayson. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll run on 1st down. Grayson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Player.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. It's been a long day for you. Red 80. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Let's go. Hey, Delta. It's our time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I smell fear.
Darnold on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down.
Pilot, 64.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Lady, 50, Mike 50. Think you gonna get this? Hey, Alpha. You think you gonna get this?
On first down, Darnold. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Big hit.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. 50's the Mike. 50's the
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Darnold down to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
Oh.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Cat and Zero's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
This is like a halfback glitch. There's like 3 halfbacks that have died this game.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Allen now to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
That's great.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a
Another dub
victory
here
for
at
the
home.
New York Jets.
Played pretty good.
And they were spurred on by a strong
Looking at the grind
performance
out there.
in that fourth quarter
This
as
game's
they held their
nasty. It
opponents
tests your
off the
patience.
scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.